There's no signal. Let me fix that. Good evening, everyone. I didn't set up my camera before the stream. I probably should have done that. There we go. Look at that beautiful mess of wires there. Oh, wait, I need to mute this so that I don't hear myself. Good evening, everyone. I don't think I hear Joe right now. Did you get muted? Hello? Do you hear me? Oh, okay. No, I don't think JoJo in the chat. I don't know if that is, I don't think JoJo in the chat is this Joe. Do I hear you now?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, great.
Excellent.
I'm hearing you twice, by the way.
Oh, you are? Is it because you have a stream open on your browser?
Let me make sure I don't.
Yeah, oftentimes that'll catch people.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. If you leave it running, then yeah, that's always tricky. That's right, Mr. New. Hearing try once is enough. That's plenty.
All right, we're good now.
Excellent. So welcome. We have here on the stream today, it's Joe. I'm not 100% sure how to say your last name. It's
Bori.
Bori. It's there on the book. Which I guess the Cinco play is like kind of the other thing you do, which is like you make like a lot of like 3D printed type things.
Yeah, so Single Play is both my company name as well as just my online handle. Mm-hmm. And so I kind of attach a lot of the things that I do to the Single Play name. So I figured I might as well do the book too.
Yeah. So is this the first time you've done a book?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
yep. First time. Right. I had absolutely no idea what I was doing when I started, but at this point now, I think I got it all figured out.
Well, I mean, has this been like years in the works?
This has been 4 years now. Wow. So yeah, I started this long time ago. But at that time, yeah, I hadn't even considered writing a book, but I was getting super into Famicom and my collection was getting ridiculous and thought, hey, why not write about this? Because there was just no resources out there for, especially at that time, for English language speakers to learn more about Famicom. The majority of the resources out there were let's just say they were pretty sparse. Well, so
yeah, I mean, this is an idea that resonates hugely with me because I mean, the NES is my favorite system. I love the Famicom, and I love like discovering new to me stuff on the NES. So that's, you know, it's just, but you know what? To be honest, I feel like I've sort of been in this place with NES and Famicom where I've got what I know of. You know, every once in a while, I'll like add a game to my mental wish list that I saw on like GameSack or something. But NES has not been one of my go-to like retro hunting platforms lately, and that makes me sad. So maybe I will learn something with your suggestions today, and if I read more of this book, hopefully I'll get some more ideas. You know, you were talking about your Famicom collection growing, and I was it in here that I saw like is this
like
using,
yeah, right there.
That's like using. So that's your own collection, and this too, right? That's is that like using your like some of those stands that you make, right?
Yeah. So my retro game stands, which was actually my first Kickstarter campaign, it's what I founded the single play business on,
Oh.
was actually basically I collected so many Famicom games, and they don't have end labels on them. So if you just line them up on a shelf, you can't tell what games that you have. And so I designed the retro game stands originally so that I could display my Famicom collection, because it was getting into the many hundreds of games. And then found that it's just like, well, if I can do it for Famicom, I can do it for everything, which became retro game stands.
Ah, see that I actually really like what you've done here. It makes me think
Thanks.
somewhat of how I've done my PC Engine games, where I've got them. I don't know if you've ever seen this video we did a long time ago, where I'd been looking for a solution for Game Boy like game display, and just through just stumbling through links and suggestions on Amazon, I eventually found that for whatever reason, acrylic stands designed for
Mhm.
displaying nail polish is like
Yep.
the right size for Game Boy. And what's funny is ever since that video, I've seen like people using those exact same stands at like conventions and stuff when they're showing their Game Boy carts. Um,
Yeah,
and
the
I,
acrylic stands are also excellent for Famicom Disk System. They work really well for
mm,
Disk System games.
yeah, yeah. And so, but this kind of reminds me of that because I don't have my Game Boy games in there anymore because my Game Boy collection just got too big. But I've got my PC Engine cue cards, and it's very cool because you could just see them. You get to see the art. And this is like, these have like just enough like raised up behind where you can tell what game it is, but it's not like so much higher that you're losing more like potential storage space. So I'm pretty impressed with that.
Oh, thank
Um,
you.
but yeah, so like this, and this is an advanced copy that that he sent me, by the way, of the book. Here, I'll zoom out a little bit. Um, and so it's on Kickstarter right now. We actually got connected through Josh Koval, who does the Still Loading podcast. And he was just saying like, hey, like, this friend of mine is launching this Kickstarter for his book soon. Do you think there's anything you might could do for him? I'm like, you know what? I love to stream me some Famicom games. Uh, Playing Famicom games is one of my favorite things, so let's do it. So yeah. How is the Kickstarter going, by the way?
It is going as well as I could have possibly hoped for. It just today it turned over 500% funding,
Wow.
which puts me in a great position to do not just the initial print run, but have some extras that I can bring to conventions and things like that as well. It's doing really well. I'm real excited about it.
That is awesome. Man, there's like all these like huge big artworks and stuff uh every several
So
pages.
So a big part of the layouts for this book were taking either like cover art, manual art, or like magazine ads taken from Famitsu or Marukatsu or other Japanese magazines, and repurposing them into the reviews and the guides in the book. So my goal was, whenever possible, to use scanned original art and make it feel like authentically how these games were presented back in the late 80s and early 90s.
That's awesome. And so like, I mean, this is, I think, an example of like a more typical page where you've got like multiple games shown. And you kind of told me that a big part, and this is why I think the concept of the book speaks to me so much, is you're very much taking this from the perspective of someone who loves the NES, but there's a barrier to learning more about the Famicom. There's so many Famicom games that did not come out over here or are radically different over there. And, you know, where do you start to learn that? And also, how accessible is the game? I do find that most
Mm-hmm.
games from that era that aren't RPGs are extremely accessible if you want to just play the cart.
Yep. So that was kind of, as I said earlier, kind of the origination of this book was when I started really getting into Famicom. I wanted to look and figure out more and more about like what was out there, what was available. I wanted to try it all because I grew up with NES games. I was a kid that would spend all of my allowance going to all the rental shops and renting all of the NES games so I could say I'd played everything. I was a kid playing all the emulators in the 90s to make sure that I didn't miss a thing. And so then I ran out of games to play. So the Famicom was kind of a way to get even more of that NES goodness, but there weren't a lot of resources out there telling me. Effectively, what I found was there was two types of resources. There was either the ones that focus on kind of the same 15 games that everybody knows. Mm-hmm. Everybody knows Mario Brothers 2 was Doki Doki Panic.
Oh my gosh, what? What?
Everybody knows that there was a Splatterhouse game that was released in Japan. Everyone talks about Samurai Pizza Cats, etc., right? These are the ones that were just like, we know about these games and they're really cool and they're great games, and I made sure to include them in the book. But then there were other resources that would try to go over every single game on the Famicom, but then I don't know what I could actually put in my console and play if I don't speak Japanese.
Right.
So what there wasn't was a resource that was like went through all of the games, but curated a set of games that I could play as an English-speaking gamer.
Right.
So I thought, if that doesn't exist, I'll do it myself.
See, if I didn't do YouTube and I like made books like this, like we're on the exact same wavelength here. Like this is an insane task, but this is like exactly the kind of thing that like I would want to make. Like this is, but like, oh my gosh, you've really pulled it together. It's like insane. I can't imagine the work that went into this. I mean, this is incredible. And I really hope, I mean, but you know, that curation is key, right? Like this isn't just like, here is about every Famicom game. Like you're actually like explaining like what this is about, like how accessible is it? What are maybe some peculiar things you might need to know about how to play the game? I mean, even just as someone who just likes to play original cartridges as much as possible, I find it a little difficult to find information sometimes from that perspective in terms of like, you know, I think people are so used to using save states on emulators and stuff. And so you don't get good information out there about just like basic things like, does this game have infinite continues, you know, or something like that, right? Like just basic information about how to play the game or what to expect when you're getting into it. Like sometimes that's just like not out there, even for games released in the US.
Well, to that note, on the page you're on right now, if you look at the previous page anyway, if you look at the Juoki or Altered Beast review there, you see at the bottom top secret where I bring up one of the codes in there. That's something to that point of like, does a game have codes or anything special that you could know about it? I tried to include those in whenever possible so that if somebody is interested in the game, they could use this as a resource to really kind of get started in it.
Oh man. Attack Animal Gaku. That's a weird one. Oh boy. I don't know if I would call it good, but it's interesting.
This is an entire page of Space Harrier clones for Famicom, including the first Space Harrier. And it's funny. Attack Animal Gakuen, that is a weird one, but the way that some of these games push the technology, especially that one on the right, Tetris Star the Fighter, is pretty incrable. Like they did some amazing stuff on Famicom.
Is that the one that you were suggesting as a must play?
Yep.
Interesting. Yep. Well, we will get to that. Oh boy, Holy Diver. You know, that's you know, I see you have your difficulty extreme. Like I've never I've played like a level of Holy Diver before, and it's like it's the kind of game that's like, man, I kind of want to get that. It's a little expensive, And maybe it's a lot expensive. It's been a while since I looked at the price. I'm not sure, but it's like if I buy it though, I'm going to like feel like I have to commit to it. And everyone says it's so hard, but you know, you also have to be careful with what people's assessment of what difficult is for NES games, because everyone's got this memory of like how hard the games were as a kid, or everyone knew the cheat codes. And so everyone used the cheat codes. Like, I think the best example of this is Contra. This is something I think of all the time. Contra is like very in the middle, if not like towards the easier end of NES games, to be honest. But everyone you know, maybe people are a little wiser now, but I don't know. But like it used to at least always be like topping the you know, the list of like this is the hardest NES game, or this is one of the hardest games of all time. It's like, dude, Contra's like just a good time. It's not that hard.
Contra is a memorization game. So Contra is really hard the first time you pick up the controller. But the 30th time you pick up the controller, you've got it memorized, right? And then it's not that bad. Holy Diver is similar, but I would say quite a bit harder. But I do include the extra lives code in here. And I mean, Holy Diver is NES hard, meaning it's not one of those like impossible games, but compared to modern games, yeah, it's a tough one.
Yeah. But yeah, I feel like there's a lot of misconceptions about how hard NES is. And, you know, I'm glad to see, you know, someone taking a stab at this today, because, you know, maybe you can change some people's minds about the NES and Famicom, because I do feel like NES has started to fall out, or has already maybe fallen out a little bit of the retro conversation, because, you know, older people that grew up with the NES, like, we've got what we want, and, you know, or people have like moved on from that hobby. And
well, and I feel like sometimes it's
no.
Sometimes it feels like it's like we're there's nothing new left to find, right? We've found all the hidden gems,
right?
But we haven't, because there's hundreds of them in Japan.
Exactly. I mean, so yeah, like it does feel like NES is like a little bit outside the conversation, and then, you know, there's like some, you know, people who are a few years younger that's like, oh, I won't play anything older than Super Nintendo. And like, I feel like if they just gave the NES games a try, they'd find that they're really not that different. I mean, and you got to remember, NES had games releasing, and Famicom, I mean, I imagine you might even have in here like some of the final, if not final, official Famicom releases in here. Like, when did they cut that off? 94, 95?
You're actually, 94. You're looking at one right now. Adventure Island 4, or Takahashi Meiji no Bokujima 4, is the last official game released for the Famicom in 1994.
I did not know it. I mean, it's really expensive, but I did not know it was the last one. Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
No, and to that point about like what I include in here, it is worth noting, because I'm seeing this come up in chat. There's the question of, is this supposed to be a comprehensive guide, or a look at the games I've got kind of book? This is a comprehensive guide. I did go through every single officially released game on the Famicom. The book does not include every game on the Famicom, because like, an English-speaking audience is less likely to get into, say, the all-Japanese Mahjong games and the heavy text adventure type stuff if you don't know the language.
Yeah.
But this is a curated set of about 550 games out of the 1,041 that came out for the Famicom. But it's not just made from, here's the games I've got. It is curated out of the entire library.
Right.
Wanted to address that.
It's meant to it's meant to be informative to a certain subset of the audience.
And I touch on a lot of the sections like Mahjong and Pachinko and things like that. There's a 26-page section that goes through the chronological history of RPGs. There's a lot of touching in on those things, but they are from a Western gamer's perspective in that these are the things within that library that you can actually enjoy without having to know the language.
Oh, there's Hammer and Harry too. Daiku no Ginsan too. Yeah, I don't think I have either of the Famicom ones, but I have the ones on Game Boy and Super Famicom.
First one's a pretty good game. Second one, if I remember right, was made by Micronix and is considerably less quality.
There was, by the way, several minutes ago, super chat from our good buddy Jonathan Henson saying, "Wait, Joe, you are located in Nightdale? I'm in Fuquay, dude."
We were in Fuquay today.
Oh yeah. Jonathan Henson's a good dude. We've hung out several times. Oh, so is this so? Then what's it looks like? I'm kind of in the back part of the book with sort of maybe a different.
So the way the book is structured, you're actually kind of in a transitional part right now. So this is a section called "In Defense of Kusoge."
Okay.
Where I took a number of games that are generally considered to be kusoge or, bad games, that actually, here's the reasons why they're important. Here's the reasons why these ones might actually be good. And then this Kusoge Club section that you're in right now is kind of an old school EGM style interview between myself, Sean Moore, who's Duct Tape Plays on Twitch, and Mike Fink, who runs the Quest 64 official Twitter and Blue Sky page. Where I basically treated it like a book club, had us all play a bunch of these Kusoge, and then just talked through what did we like, what did we not like, cracked some jokes about them, turned it into a kind of a little interview section. But when I say it's a transitional section, the book is actually structured where that first part you were in was the no Japanese required section. The next section it's transitioning into is the translation optional. And then there is a translation required section. So while the games inside those sections are meant to be kind of like browsed and picked based on kind of like what interests you, they are sorted into how much work are you willing to put in to get around the language barrier.
I like this question. Is a game deemed bad when the developers fail to meet their players' expectations? And I see this Mike Fink guy, is a fan of the N64 and Quest 64, and I got to high five him for that, because I think that's exactly the problem right here. This is the problem with Quest 64. Everyone wanted, if an RPG wasn't Final Fantasy VII, then it was no good. Like, it had to live up to that. And it's like, dude, Quest 64 is a Famicom RPG, and Famicom RPGs are still good. But it's 1997 or 98 or whatever, and you're expecting something different, but that doesn't make it bad. It's just, not in tune with what it needs to do at the time. Ooh, what are our bingo cards?
Okay, so this section, this one is kind of fun. So in 1987, I think, there was a Famicom Disk System game, Santa's Treasure Chest.
It's the game where Santa's pooping in your chimney.
Yes. Yeah, Santa Claus no Tarabaco, I think is something like that. So the game was meant to purchase like a Christmas card. You put it in your disk system, you fill it out like the to and from section, and then you gift it to somebody. And so when they open it up, it's like personalized and customized to them. And then it's party games to play at your Christmas party. So it came packed into the box with this roulette board, with bingo cards, with various bits and pieces. If you don't have those pieces, the game makes no sense now to fire up on an emulator. So I scanned all of my original pieces and put them in the book so that people can go back and throw a 1987 Famicom Christmas party if they want to using this game.
Wow. Okay, so then this is you were talking about crossing the language barrier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so this is when we move from the no translation required to the translation optional stuff, where you need to learn just a little bit of Japanese to get you by. So it looked for the words that regularly show up for how to start the game, how to continue, how to find your password, things like that. So that if you just understand just these words, you can find your way through another good 150 games in the library.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, I've been very, very slowly and not too rigorously been trying to learn Japanese ever since like 2020. And I've not gotten very far and need to renew my efforts. But let's be honest, the main reason I want to learn is to play Famicom and Super Famicom games. I mean, yes, there are fan translations, and I respect the heck out of the work that's done there. And I think it's so cool that fan translations exist. But like, there's just something, like, I've got this mindset where I want, yes, sometimes I play fan translations and modified games and stuff, but there's just like this voice in the back of my head that just says, I want to play it exactly as it was released. I want to play just the vanilla game. Ideally I want to use my real cartridge. Like, I want to play the cartridge I own. And I don't want to, and there's options where you can even like, add a translated ROM into the original card and stuff like, I mean, but to me, like, that's enough motivation to want to learn good enough Japanese to play Famicom and Super Famicom games,
Yeah. And when you get to the 16 and 32-bit era,
this list could be some motivation for me. It's like, ooh, I want to play that.
Yeah. Yeah, when you get to the 16 and 32-bit era, especially, fan translations will only get you so far. There's a lot of really cool games that have not yet got a fan translation because, Famicom, there's, pretty much all the good RPGs have been translated, but not so much in 16 and 32-bit.
Oh, you've got some information on
so this is an interview with Nobuo Goswara. He was so he's best known as the localizer for the Pokemon series up through I think 2005. But before he started with Nintendo on localizing Pokemon, he was a journalist for Japanese gaming magazines, as well as like the Japan to US liaison for EGM, GamePro, a bunch of the US magazines. So when you were reading those old magazines and you saw this is new in Japan, we might see it in the West, a lot of the time it came from him. So got to do an interview with him on kind of what it was like to be a journalist during the late era of the Famicom.
I also really appreciate that you've got pixel representations of katakana and hiragana because
this is actually how they are represented in the Ganbare Goemon Gaiden series. This is a straight scan from those games.
Well, I think that's brilliant because honestly, that is a stumbling block for me because, I can read hiragana and katakana pretty well, but the smaller sizes or stylizations does make it a little difficult. And this can kind of familiarize you a bit more with how they're drawn, in a game that's, 250, 256 by 240 lines.
So I went through a lot of I went through a lot to try to figure out how to present that because I ran into that same issue. In the whole localization or the whole translation section there, I include screenshots of games with the text and then quiz you on what the text in the game screenshot says, which then the whole point is to get your eye not recognizing what it looks like on a printed page, but what it looks like on the screen. So, yeah.
So this looks like you've almost got like a magazine style feature on this game here.
Yep.
Wow.
Majo Densetsu 2, The Maze of Gallius. This game is, if you've ever played the modern series La Mulana, that
Okay.
is completely inspired by this game. This game
Ah.
is, I think this game Zelda 2's way better than Zelda 2 did.
Oh,
I adore this game. So this is one of a number of games in which I did a complete game guide for.
that's
Every item, every
awesome.
map, and walkthroughs. And generally, the way that I approach the walkthroughs is to try to give you the experience the way you would have had it if you had the original resources, the manual and
Right.
magazines. And then
Wow.
only like if you don't want more spoilers than you would get from there, there are ways in which you can control that as you're reading the guides. So,
Wow, that's so cool. Wow. How many do you have like that in here?
so there's it depends on what you consider a guide. There's three ones of that scale, and it's Majo Zensetsu 2, Higemaru Makejima, and Valkyrie no Boken. But there's a number of other guides, everything from Navy Blue, which is like a battleship style game, to Heisei Bakaban, that are like smaller guides that help you get started in the game. Zombie Hunter is one of those. So yeah, it's somewhere between 5 and 12, depending on what you consider a guide.
Okay, so apparently I'm super embarrassed that I'm learning just now that Ease 2 and 3 are on Famicom. I knew Ease 1
Mhm.
was. I had not know about 2 and especially not 3. Is it an
East
okay
Three's
version
Famicom
of
port
3?
is impressive.
Really?
Like it is. So it's not. I mean, obviously, the
Cuz
best way to play it is still
but
PC Engine or Genesis or
but
Super
I mean
Nintendo.
those
For a
all
Famicom
every
game, it's impressive.
version of Ease 3 kind of has compromises, right? Like
Uh huh.
like PC Engine, it's got the music, but it's got real weird scrolling and stuff. So interesting. Wow. Now I'm really curious to try that. I did not know that. I can't believe I didn't know that. Oh, we got Cuneo. Oh yeah, here's River City Girls. I think um have you ever played the Kunio Kun and Double Dragon collection that's on Switch?
Yeah, yeah,
It's
I've got that.
I think I was talking about not long ago. I think that's like one of the most unsung
Hmm.
collections of the past generation because I mean they do, I think, really good Famicom emulation, with the correct aspect ratio and, correct well scaled pixels with no shimmering. And
But we finally get translations for some of these
they
too. Yeah.
did incredible translation work because it's not just text, it's also art, uh, art, in the title screen and art, in background tiles and stuff like that. It's, I'm always really impressed when you get official translations, not just after the fact, but also back in the day that required so much uh, art localization as well. Like I think one of the ones that surprised me the most, many years ago, uh, we Corey and I went to a convention in Quebec, and the organizer gave us both copies of Kirby's Adventure,
Hmm.
which is what he told us was it is the only French Canadian release for the NES. Like, so
Huh.
I assume
Okay.
it's probably basically the same as the PAL French version, but it's
Would
NTSC.
assume.
So it's pretty
Hmm.
cool. And I played through it after I played on the stream after I got back home, and every single one of those graphics that has Kirby's transformations on them, and it says fire, spark, you know, whatever. Like they have text, you know, because it's all stylized. It's stylized. The word for the power is stylized in that little graphic, and they did all of those in French, and you know, I would guess probably other languages too. So that's, you know, that's a tremendous effort, I think. So
absolutely.
I just think it's really neat when stuff like that happens. But yeah, they finally did that for all those Kunio-kun games. So we got some RPGs.
Yep. So this section is the section of the book that took the longest to write of anything in this entire book. It is a 26-page complete chronology of. It's not every RPG on Famicom, but it's every RPG that can be played by English-speaking players, including with fan translations. And so it really dives deep into the Famicom RPG library. I know a lot of people are really interested in kind of this beginnings of the genre here, so wanted to make sure we really dug deep.
Yeah, I mean, this is the beginnings of the popularity of it. Oh, I like the blood splatters on Sweet Home. That's a good touch. Man,
strategically used one of those blood splatters to censor a swear, so that was fun.
Oh, man, Splatterhouse is so freaking good. So freaking good. I love it. Oh, what are these? What are these like? Dragon Quest IV cards and. Oh wait, this is like Dragon Quest board games and stuff.
Just so when you go through late 80s, early 90s Japanese magazines, you find so much of this Dragon Quest loot. And so there's you know, albums. You see that in the bottom right, it's like music albums that Sugiyama would sell. You had the board games, you had card games, you had this little like 3D dungeon board game thing there down on the bottom.
Yeah.
I particularly like on the right-hand side, the girl sitting in the middle of all of the slimes. So
I didn't
was
even see her there.
Yeah, she was a Square Enix community manager, I believe. She goes by Coffee Tan on Twitter, and she's collects plush Dragon Quest slimes. Wow. So she let me use that image of just.
I've only got one behind me, as
you can possibly find.
Just one, one slime. This game here is like this. It's like what, SD Gundam?
Yep.
Right?
There was like four of those.
Yeah, but like this label art, that's something you see everywhere in like every like quote unquote junk bin of Famicom cards.
There's the SD Gundam Gaiden games did really well back in the day, and kind of nobody wants them now. They're actually pretty solid RPGs. They're not bad at all, but yeah, there are a lot of them.
Lagrange Point, I'm really looking forward to getting around to that eventually, because it seems pretty cool from the little bit I've played. Oh, we got Mahjong. We got Mahjong here. And Momotaru board games.
And then there's that section, the tabloid.
And so we've pretty much gotten to the end.
Yep. So that's the.
But
cover
that's
art
just
for
a
the
very
book.
just jumping around a lot.
Yep.
Oh, special thanks to Evan Amos. He
near the beginning where I break down the various ways you can play Famicom games, use some of his images for the Famicom systems.
Oh wow! And then you've got, I guess, alphabetized glossary. So if you were interested in a particular game, you could find what page it's on. Wow. I seriously am thoroughly impressed. Like I say, this is like so specifically tuned to my interests. So
Mine too.
So thank you so much for sending the advanced copy. Were you able to drop your Kickstarter link in the chat? If you can't,
I will drop it in chat here.
Then I can. I mean, this is just a tremendous reference. That like I said, like I desperately need, because I've been sad about how few discoveries that I've been making on NES and Famicom in the past few years. I mean, like to just give you an idea of how much I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel, like the Famicom pickup in the past several years that I've been the most excited about, and Mr. Do knows exactly what I'm going to say here. It's Amagon. or as was it Tetsuin Macho Man or something like that?
Yep.
In the
something like that.
So suddenly Macho Man. That game. If you like sit down and just like focus on getting through that game, like it start peeling back the layers. I think it's secretly kind of an amazing game.
You know, I'm going to trust you on that. I never really got into it myself, but to be honest, I didn't play it all that much either. So
I found it to be strangely compelling, because there's this like element of strategy to like, you have to like build up your score to be able to put those points into turning into the Macho Man, but you have less health as the Macho Man if you do it too early. So like, but you don't want to play so far that then you lose your opportunity to transform to begin with. So it's like figuring out the right timing of like, do I risk it too early or do I risk it too late? And I found it to be a surprisingly compelling element of strategy.
That's cool.
So yeah, I did not actually see your link pop up in the chat.
I think it's getting. I've tried to post it twice, and I think it's getting modded because
it's like it's just getting like auto modded. I should be able to drop it in there, and then if any other mods are watching, if people were asking about the link, maybe you can just post it again, because I think this is so crazy cool, and I want everyone who might be interested in getting it for like I say, just a fantastic resource to expand your Famicom experience, because there's something so different about seeing it in a book like this versus seeing it on your flashcart ROM list, right? Or your Mr. list, or your RetroArch, or whatever. Like you're going through that list, and you're not going to click on most of these things unless the name grabs you. And actually seeing it with the art, seeing it with the screenshots, seeing someone explain what is interesting about this game, it is so valuable compared to just browsing my EverDrive, right? Like that, so like you've given me a list, and I will switch over to the RetroTink now. Because you sent me a list, and it's like, this is actually quite interesting because it's a mix of things that it's a mix of things that I do have experience with, and some that I've heard of, and some that I've never heard of. And, I know for a fact that when I've been browsing my EverDrive at some point that, I definitely passed by it, right? But, now we're actually going to see what this is about. And I don't know why why the RetroTink is not appearing on my capture card. I mean, sometimes I have to...
Yeah, there were a few I put on that list that I hoped you'd look at and just be like, what the heck is that?
What is
I'm looking forward to those.
I put the FDS on just purely for background on the pre-stream, so we do not have to start with the FDS. Okay, there it is. Actually, I don't even need to turn on that one. Okay, it's fine. Oh, okay. So what do you think we should be starting with here?
Let's see what I had to remember what I put on the list.
Oh, and before we do that, I should catch up on Dad1153's super chat, which I was trying to save it for when we finished up the looking through the book, saying which system if Joe does a follow-up book? Saturn? Yeah, you have anything in mind?
So it's funny that he says Saturn, or they say Saturn, because if I were to do another Japanese gaming library book like Beyond the NES, my first pick would absolutely be Saturn.
Interesting.
But I don't know if I have it in me to do another full gaming library like this. Beyond the NES was a massive labor of love, right? The thing that got me through such a massive library is just how much I love the Famicom and these type of games. And I don't know if I could get myself to do that again for another library. However, that doesn't mean that there's not a second book eventually coming. It just may not be a complete console library. I've got an outline, and all I'm telling people right now is expect something far weirder.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, a Saturn would be an interesting resource for me because, like, Saturn, I almost feel like the retro gaming community, like, I don't know how to put it, like Saturn is so much more beloved than I know people in America actually played Saturn, right? Like, people have discovered Saturn in more recent years, largely thanks to the Japanese library. And I think a lot of it too has to do with people associate PlayStation with RPGs and very involved games. And the Saturn does have a lot of RPGs in Japan, actually, but it also has a very arcadey kind of leaning to it as well. And so I think for people in adult life, they find the Saturn to be very appealing because it's more kind of arcade, jump into the action quickly kinds of games. But Saturn for me, it is much attention as it gets in the retro gaming space. Like, I've found it really, really hard for me to fully embrace it. Like, my Saturn library is not that big, and I want to do better by the Saturn.
my favorite thing about
Oh, go on. I was just rambling.
I was gonna say my favorite thing about the Japanese Saturn library is just how freaking weird it gets. Like, it's great because, like, we got a lot of we got some weird stuff like, say, Mr. Bones. But, like, in Japan, we're seeing stuff like Funky Head Boxers and Pulirula, which are just absolute acid trips of games. And I think that's kind of my favorite thing about the Japanese Saturn library is just it is all over the place, and I love it for that.
So where do you want to start? We've got the list here. I've got a few carts that I do own. I've got my EverDrive. I've got my little flash thingy for the Famicom disk system. I've also got my Biomiracle actual disc, which I've beat. I mean, so to tell you which ones that I've played all the way through before, I've beaten Biomiracle. Excellent game. I've beaten Splatterhouse Wanpaku Graffiti. You know what I learned earlier this year and I freaking love is that that DuckTales game in Japan is called Wanpaku Daku. and I was visiting John Linneman, and he explained that Wanpaku like kind of like has like an element of like mischievousness to it.
Mhm.
And so I just love the idea that you know is this wily mischievous old duck. And it made me wish that Bubsy's Japanese title was Wanpaku Bobcat. It's not.
Yeah, a number of the things that we know as branded games in the West, their first iteration in Japan didn't have the brand. So DuckTales, I would say, like it was, we know it as DuckTales, but they got the different name. Ninja Turtles also.
Ninja no Kamiden, I
beginning.
think, yeah.
Something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Get in. Yeah.
Also got Roboco Wars. I've finished this. I finished Roboco Wars. I learned so I have a funny story about this game. You know, I haven't been keeping up with this site in a long time, but like way back in like the early 2000s, I was just constantly reading this site, Go Nintendo. And they very, very briefly did a series of videos that was supposed to be, you know, at the time, you know, Let's Plays and, you know, Game Grumps type things weren't really much of a thing. And, you know, so it seemed like a novel concept where it's like, oh, it's like Mystery Science 3000 style, but with weird Famicom games. And they played this. And it was so weird. And I could like never get the image out of my head of like the airplane with lipstick that shoots high heel shoes at you. And I'm just like, what the heck is this game? Like, this is bizarre. And over the years, I completely forgot what the name was. I couldn't find a record of this video on their YouTube or anything. And I had no idea what it was. And we visited our friend in California who had a sort of a bunch of games out for us to play. And this was one of them, Roboco Wars. And I was like, I've been trying to find out what this game was called for years. And so I like immediately bought it. I've also got Cocorone, have not played a lot of it. And King Kong 2. And believe it or not, I have Hello Kitty World.
Because Hello Kitty World is a good
legit.
One.
It's legit.
It's a good one.
It's legit. Don't knock it till you try it.
So Sanrio actually was batting almost 100 on the Famicom. Their in-house development studio, Charactersoft, did like 7 or 8 games for the Famicom, and they're all really solid games. They knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
And somehow Sanrio became like a major player on Famicom.
Yeah. when I discovered that game, me and a friend were streaming, and we were just loading up a bunch of games on the Famicom, and like we load that up, and we're like, wait, it's Balloon Fight. And then the music like sounds like a drunk version of the Balloon Fight music. And we were just dying. And then we later learned, at the time we thought this was just like a Balloon Fight knockoff. And like even the music was a knockoff. And we thought this was hilarious. But I guess it actually is a Nintendo game, right? Nintendo made it.
It's Balloon Fight 2.
Yeah.
It is actually Balloon Fight 2 that they put the Hello Kitty characters into.
And
it's the same game they released on Game Boy as I think Balloon Kid.
Balloon Kid, yeah. And I didn't actually know that until just a year or two ago. So I should probably grab Balloon Kid. Since we're talking about, why don't we just play Hello Kitty World and make some believers out of Hello Kitty World?
Absolutely. Yeah, I gave Charactersoft or Sanrio its own spread in Beyond the NES, just because they deserved it for pushing some really cool games out during Famicom era.
All right. So yeah, let's go here. That music just cracks me up. It's so, oops. I didn't mean to do that. Oh shoot, what?
I think it's
yeah, down.
There you go.
Yep.
You can blow up your balloons again.
Yeah, I forget what the button combination is. I was just messing with the buttons because it's been a bit since I played this. Yeah, the only bad thing about this game is that it's a little choppy, but it's good. It's got good music.
Yeah, they didn't have Iwata programming the physics, which might be why it feels a little bit choppier than the original. He was kind of a master at this sort of smooth physics on the 8-bit.
Yeah. So it's not quite as smooth as Balloon Fight, but like certainly has more personality.
So Chet is saying that game audio is really quiet.
This is probably true. So whoops. So y'all are just hearing it off of literally off these speakers. Is that there good enough?
Better for me. Yeah, they're saying it sounds good now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I think some of these games are going to be fairly variable in volume. So, yeah, I just for my analog output consoles, it's a little easier to just the way I have it set up right now. It's just a little easier to pick it up on the mic. Just turn the speakers up really loud. Oops, I did that again. Okay, yeah, I think. Okay, yeah, you just like tap down. Okay, there you go. I definitely have a lot less flying ability with only one balloon. Can I get 3 balloons? Nope, just 2. But yeah, I should probably get Balloon Kid on Game Boy sometime. I don't think it's an expensive game.
I actually haven't played the Game Boy version, so I can't vouch for how different it is from Hello Kitty World, but I know they're both ports of the same game.
Yeah. But yeah, this is just like a great example of a game that, you know, if you were just like browsing a ROM list, you would either not boot it up because it's Hello Kitty, or you would boot it up just to laugh at it, right? And it turns out it's legit a good game.
Yep. There's actually 2 Hello Kitty games on Famicom. This is the better of the 2 by far, but the other one's not bad either. It's kind of one of those side-scrolling, like not a full side-scrolling platformer because they're like the 2 screen-wide levels, like Bugs Bunny's Crazy Castle kind of thing. But it's about like watering flowers, and it's actually quite fun, surprisingly fun.
You know, I've never really revisited it, but back in the day, I kind of liked Bugs Bunny's Crazy Castle. I didn't understand what I was doing, but I liked playing it. But everyone says it's bad, so I don't know. I've been afraid to revisit it.
Oh, it's not bad. Not bad at all. I like to generally approach these things from, I find that we're too quick to say that a game is bad just because we personally don't gel with it. So I like to generally approach it with, who would like this game?
Yes.
If not me, then who?
Right. Because, you know, the right person to review a game, in my opinion, is the person that game is for, right? You know, and if you aren't the right person, you should still try to take the stance of like, okay, like who could I imagine liking this?
Yep. There's only a handful of games in Beyond the NES that I objectively say this game is awful.
Mm-hmm.
And it has to really, really be at the bottom of the barrel for me to say that about it. The vast majority of them really are trying to take that approach of, okay, I didn't enjoy this, but who would? And in fact, there's one game in there where I knew it had a fan base and I was not one of them. So I brought in a guest reviewer for that game. So I opened it up by saying, this is not my thing. Other people like it. So I brought in a guest reviewer and they reviewed it to what they thought would be more fair. So, you know, it's...
I like that this music is totally different, but it still starts with do, 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 do. Now, if I'm remembering correctly, when I looked at your Kickstarter campaign, although I think I looked at it before it launched, I don't know if anything changed, or you were, this was maybe what you had told me. It sounds like it's a relatively short window for supporting the Kickstarter, right? Is it like 2 weeks or something?
21 days.
21 days. Okay.
Yeah, it's a 21-day Kickstarter. I've done 30-day Kickstarters in the past, and I found that all that really does is prolongs that really, really slow middle period where the numbers just are barely moving, but you're stressing out. And it's just, I was just like, you know what? 21's enough. I'm just going to do it.
Because when it's about to end, people are going to be talking about it. Because I assume, I assume most come like very near the end. Like it's the beginning and the end. Yeah. The first 48 hours is when you get everybody who's follows you, who's been watching your campaign for a while, and so on. You also, that's when you get the biggest bang for the buck and marketing push. But after the first 2 days, you just kind of get a slow drip feed until the last 2 days. So why prolong that? Ooh. Hello Kitty's got power now. Oh man, look at that. I am seriously like I just want to keep playing this right now. But I also want to experience some of the things I don't know about. So I should... I'll stop when I die or finish this level. Why am I avoiding this bug? I'm invincible.
I don't know, I think this is a great starting point for the viewers because it's just one of those games you would never open yourself on an emulator. Yeah.
Exactly. It's like, dude, this is great. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I'm surprised we didn't get more games back then that scrolled from right to left.
Yeah, I mean, why? What? I mean, I guess it's reading right to left that like set the standard, but you know, I mean, you know, Japanese books traditionally went you know left to right or right to left, but the actual reading is usually left to right. So yeah, I don't know.
I like the legally distinct pipes. These are absolutely not Mario pipes.
Yeah, definitely not. Man, I was like really screwing up at the beginning because I was just like not paying attention as I was getting the stream going. But I've recovered well. It does not seem to be a punishing game.
Yep. This is an interesting fact from... Oh, it's just an interesting fact from chat. Apparently the music from the bonus stage there was taken straight from the Nintendo World Championships 1990 competition game.
Oh.
So
how about that? All right. What do you let's go for a deep cut. One of the ones that I don't have.
Great. Let's see. I think I think the one that, let's see, yeah, I think a good ramp up for this one. If we want to go real deep cut, go to your Famicom Disk System folder and open up Kick Challenger Airfoot.
Okay, well, let me... Hang on, okay. Let's see, how do I... I'm going to use my FDS RAM adapter with this, which I think I haven't used it in a long time, but I think I've got the stuff loaded up on it.
I didn't realize I was making you change hardware for this one.
No. Well, you know, I mean, I could do all this on the Mister, but it's fun to use. It's fun to use the real thing. You know, this is the first system I got RGB modded. So what are we doing? And is the
Challenger Airfoot.
Kick.
It's up 3 from where you're at.
There. Yeah, I guess the last thing I'd played on this was Kiki Kai Kai, so it's right there. Kick Challenger Airfoot. Okay.
Have you ever heard of this game before?
No.
Good. I was hoping I'd pick something that was completely out of left field.
Wait for a moment.
And this one is pretty out of left field.
Yeah, for a moment I thought it might be let me know if it's too loud, because like I said, the games are gone. So that looks like a tomato.
That is a tomato with very large feet.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Did I may have accidentally double tapped the disc thing. Okay, hang on. Let's try that again. Yeah, there's like a button on the flash thing that you... press to flip it. But I think I might have accidentally double tapped it. Let's see. Dang it. Can you do FDS on the EverDrive?
Yeah. I think I saw an FDS folder on your EverDrive.
Okay, I can't remember if they have to be adapted in some way, but yeah, here we go.
I don't think so. I think you can run it.
Let's see. Okay, yeah, I guess, yeah. I am not as well versed in flash carts as Coury is, because I like to use my real carts. So this was Kick Challenger Airfoot. Okay, let's try it. Jane Austen's 8-Bit Adventure. Yeah, the developer of that reached out to me, and I loaded that up on my EverDrive. This was years ago. Actually, I have not played all the way through it, but it actually seems quite good. It's very Zelda 2. Oh, bro.
Right,
in the chat says FDS stick is weird. You click the button once for side A and twice for side B. So maybe I did need to click it twice. Okay. I'm hoping that on the EverDrive this is just automatic. Okay.
Here comes everybody's favorite tomato. All right.
Wait, is this baby steps on the NES?
This is totally baby steps on the NES.
What the heck? I'm trying to kick these dragonflies. Are they not bad?
I believe they do damage. I believe all of the bugs do damage. But yeah, it's rumor is that this may have been originally I don't remember if it was Reebok or Nike, but a licensed game. that never actually got its license, but it's also possible that they just didn't bother with the license.
Look at, dude, look, it's leaving like I don't know if I've ever seen an NES game that leaves footsteps. And certainly not footsteps that are so accurately shaped in the shape of a foot. Okay, this is crazy. I'm assuming you can probably level up your feet and like power up your feet. Ooh, like I'm going to collect a bomb here. Oh, okay. So people. Oh, there's poop. Do I want? Oh no.
Now you have poop feet.
The poop made me sick. Oh, what? Whoa, what just happened? I think I teleported. Or ran out of time or something. Is there like a menu or anything? No.
I don't believe so.
This is so weird. So sometimes these flowers like open up things, but oops. Oh wait, I'm not dead. Am I just like hurting? Oh, look at my tomatoes all withered. Can I? Okay, I'm doing a little better now. I collected a potion. So people know how this works. I'm moving the D-pad with the foot, right? Like I can rotate this foot. That's my next foot. And I have to hold the A button to take the step. And it alternates which foot. So it's like a lot easier to control than baby steps, but it's basically baby steps.
It's basically baby steps, yes.
Oh no, I've died.
Baby steps, but you're a tomato, so that's just better already.
I mean, in baby steps, he'd probably like eat the tomato and then have that like psychedelic freak out he does when he eats the fruit. Wow. This is wild. Like, but see, now that I play this, I'm like, you know, if I saw this at a convention and it wasn't outrageously expensive, I would totally maybe buy this. Because it's like, you know, a big part of what I enjoy about the NES is my tolerance for like somewhat weird and janky gameplay and stuff is much higher for NES than, you know, even say Super Famicom, right? Like, and I find that to be enjoyable actually. Like I don't know, like I'm just like more open to like weird stuff that's like, you know, maybe a bit flawed, but interesting.
Well, it's fun to see kind of what, like this was the Wild West. Nobody really knew what video games should look like or how far they could push it yet. Yeah. So there's some crazy stuff that they did just to see what would happen. And this is one of those.
Well, and you know, that's a big part why I like the N64 so much as well, right? Like it was this exploratory period of like, everyone was like just figuring it out. And it was, you know, sometimes it works just well enough that, you know, it's worth playing through just to see what, you know, what interesting things they came up with. Oh, I've got like a wave beam now. Oh wait, oh I'm like a rope, like my body changed into something, I think.
To tomato bot, I guess.
It's really interesting the way they did slopes in this.
Where you just slide down if you're not continuing to walk. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know, fundamentally they're like solving 3D game problems here, right? Even though it's, you know, it's technically a 2D game, but you know, this is so interesting. Wow. Wow. Okay, so I think if you kick the poop, it's okay. Oh wait, is getting the bomb bad? Or maybe getting the bomb is good, I guess. I teleported. This is wild. This totally could have worked in the US though as like a Reebok game or Nike or something, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, they could have made a prototype of this purely for the purposes of like pitching to shoe companies. Like they may have not even had a license. Mm-hmm. And just been like, hey, like we could make a video game of your shoe. You know, people were doing it for like McDonald's.
I could also imagine if for an American release, they could get away with, like, if it wasn't licensed for a shoe company, reskinning this thing with like Bigfoot in the forest, right?
Sure.
And having it be like Bigfoot's Adventure. I could totally see them making that work.
Sounds like a boss fight. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Why wouldn't the Tomato Foot game have a big boss fight at the end here?
Of course. Oh no! Oh, well, we're not seeing what's past the spider today. All right, what's next?
All right, what's next? Let's see. I'm gonna list out 3 genres. You tell me what you're interested in next. Okay. We got shooter, we got platformer, we got puzzle. What you want?
Let's do puzzle.
All right, Moai-kun, which is regular Famicom.
I had a feeling you were going to say that. I've played a little bit of this game. I only learned of it a few years ago. Is there something more to the? Oh wait, I'm in. US. I was in the US.
Oh.
Yeah, I played a little bit of this after I learned about, because I was like, oh, this looks interesting, you know, Konami game. I'm always down for trying a Konami NES game. But
not just Konami, like, but for viewers, a Gradius spinoff.
Right. That's right. Yeah. So I played a bit of this. I kind of forget how you played. I'm probably already like screwing myself over here.
You are, yeah.
Yeah, do I hit? Okay,
no,
yeah.
So you do
the same thing as Lolo, where you
can
kill yourself with the select button.
Yep. You want to get all of the pink guys and get to the door.
Okay.
So yeah. The Famicom had a few different Gradius spin-offs. This and a very deep tactical strategy game called Cosmic Wars that also took place in the Gradius universe. It was really interesting to see kind of how they pushed that brand back then.
I've heard this game gets really brutal.
Gets really what?
I've heard this game gets really brutal.
It's not easy once you get, like, I think I've made it a good 15 or 20 levels in. It starts to get pretty tough.
There was a super chat from EW Rooney. Thank you. Saying, hi, what are your thoughts on a modern day HD remake of a game like this? Oregon Trail, you died of dysentery. Have a good night, guys. Thank you. You mean like a remake of the shoe game or this game? I mean, I think the shoe game would be hilarious in HD.
Tomato and all.
Yep.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Oops. I don't think oh, wait, can I get... No, I've screwed up. Yep. Sackboy wasn't the first to self-destruct. It was puzzle games like this. Oh, I guess you can't fall.
Fall damage.
Or at least it stunned me, I guess.
I think it just stuns you, yeah.
Oh, I think I'm out of lives. Nope, I'm not. Yeah, I learned about this game, and I kind of wanted to research it because it's not a cheap one. And so I was like, oh, I kind of wanted to try it, see if I wanted to buy it. And I am still interested.
It's one of those kind of, put it in the same realm as like Solomon's Key.
Yeah.
Where it's kind of those single screen puzzles that if you're into that sort of thing, this one's pretty solid, but there's a lot of kind of trial and error and a lot of just, stopping and studying the screen and being like, oh crap, that's where I messed up.
I just now saw where I messed up. Yeah, I've never gotten too far into Solomon's Key.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I maybe should have... Oh, wait.
Whoops.
Yeah, I screwed up again. but in a fresh and new way. Oh, wait. Oh, but that...
Womp womp.
Oh, okay. Okay, so it has passwords. Games that, like when a game has passwords or infinite continues, I'm like not that scared. But it's like, come on. It's just a matter of time.
Yep. That's why, like I said, I bet it's like level 15 or 20 or something like that. And it is because, yeah, it's I think it's continues every 4 levels, if I remember right. It's been a long time. But, so yeah, once you've completed enough levels, then you're not replaying the puzzles as much. But... So yeah, just kind of a cute little Konami platformer puzzle thing. I just find it interesting because it's a Gradius spinoff, which you wouldn't expect.
I love puzzle platformers from this era. Oh, dang it! Wait, no. Wait.
Oh.
Wait, no. Oh, I can lay bombs. One bomb.
There we go.
But okay. So now I have to think what okay. I think I get it now. Okay. Those night guys look like they'd be part of Meta Knight's crew. Uh-oh. Am I... Oh, wait, can I... Okay, yeah. That's the thing with NES games sometimes. It's like, oh, or Game Boy Color or whatever. Like, I'm pretty sure those... Oh, wait, no, those were the same color in another level. I was going to say, like, I thought I hadn't seen them before because they were a different color, but they actually weren't a different color. Okay, this looks extremely straightforward. I guess the trick is just to not...
Yep, that's an easier one.
Yeah, the trick is just to not push the boulders on your way back. Uh-oh, wait. Whoops. I was like, okay, I gotta hide from that guy. I don't know if I can kill him. He's kind of tall. Oh crap! Oh, I've got a bunch of lives. Oops! Dang it! Really easy to screw yourself over, but.
What this needed was it needed a rewind like Cat Trap on the Game Boy.
Oh yeah.
Actually, Fire and Ice, Solomon's Key 2.
Oh yeah.
In the US, it didn't have a rewind, but the Famicom version has a rewind feature. And so it's actually superior to play it on the Famicom because you can actually rewind and fix your mistakes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Just pretty cool.
Unfortunately, that's a game where I think the Famicom version is also pricey. I'm not sure if it's potentially
very expensive.
Priced. Yeah, I don't know which one
I think
more expensive.
I think the Famicom one might actually be more expensive than the Western one, but I haven't priced them recently.
Oh wait, have I may have screwed up. Yeah. Yeah, Fire and Ice is a game that you know, when I was trying emulation on my PSP back in the day, that was like just one of those. That was like my first experience, just like browsing an endless list of ROMs, and which is usually a poor way to discover games. But it actually did good for me that time. And uh-oh, wait, this seems tricky actually.
Oh. So I'm seeing a question come up in chat that I might as well hit, asking if the Battletoads Famicom game allows you to beat the Klinger Winger level with 2 players. Yes, but even more so than that, the Famicom version of Battletoads is considerably easier than the American release. Many of the levels have been simplified. You start with more lives. It's just generally an easier go at it. Battletoads has been on my need to beat list since I got it as a kid. Now I want to beat the Famicom version, and then I can go back to the American version and see if I can beat it.
Have I screwed up here again? Trying to figure out if I can hit blocks on my way down. Maybe not.
Oh, excuse me.
Ah.
I'm not sure I could recognize how you're supposed to do this level. You have one bomb.
Maybe. What if?
Oh.
Maybe I do that?
Uh-huh. Yep.
I don't know though.
Something like this.
Ooh.
Yeah, yep.
Oh.
I think you got it. That was tricky.
There we go. Oh, without the boulder to block it, that knife was just endlessly cycling. this seems straightforward.
Yeah, sounds pretty straightforward.
Wait a second, though. Oh, wait. Okay, I didn't even need the bomb.
Yeah, as long as you did them in the right order.
I didn't even need the bomb.
That's not too bad. Oh.
See, everything you're making me play tonight, I'm like, okay, I want this now.
That's kind of the dangerous part. Once you start digging into Famicom, like I said, I started collecting and ended up becoming a decade-long plus 4-year-long book deep dive because it's just such an interesting platform.
I agree. Oh. Yeah, Moai-kun definitely didn't get as many spin-offs as say Parodius. Not as many entries, but
this feels like one of those games that totally could have got a Wrecking Crew 98 style, back when they were doing the Satellaview type stuff.
Yeah.
This feels like it would have been a good fit for that platform as a sequel.
Yeah. Or just the Game Boy, you know? Why wouldn't they do a version of this on Game Boy? Because I feel like puzzle platformers and the Game Boy are just like match made in heaven, you know?
Mr. Dotson chat says that Joe makes try buy 20 more games, and I just want to say that my goal is more than 20.
20 more games in one sitting.
You got it. Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it was obvious how to do that. I was just screwing up with the enemies.
Well, you forget that guy has a sword.
Yeah. I see XYX Cali in the chat saying, I think Famicom Contra is slightly more expensive than NES Contra. Yeah, I mean, it might be a good bit more expensive by now. I'm not sure, honestly. But yeah, that's definitely like a relatively uncommon example of the Japanese version being more expensive. You know, although in certain situations like Mega Drive, you know, that could kind of be the norm more so than the exception.
Mm-hmm. Well, the Famicom version of Contra, though, also is the superior version.
Yeah.
It has
the animation,
animated cutscenes. It has animated backgrounds that weren't in the US version. It's got like a map sequence in between each level. It contained a Konami mapper chip that didn't go into the American release, so they had to tone it down.
Yeah, and actually the Japanese version released later.
Oh, I actually wasn't aware of the release order on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it wasn't much later, but okay. I don't know if I've screwed myself over with this jump, but I'm gonna try it. There's probably a few ways to solve this level. Oh crap! Okay, that knife.
I didn't think you were gonna make that jump. That's awesome. Oh, ye of little faith, right?
I'm feeling committed to going until I game over in this.
I remember that last level that you were just in being one of my first stumpers. It took me a while, but you got through it pretty quick.
Yeah, this one is. The difficulty is like kind of all over the place, where it's like it's all of a sudden you get a relatively easy one. Yeah, I think what was it because Nintendo was against what was it? I see Callie in the chat saying VRC2. Well, if I'm remembering correctly, was Nintendo against third parties doing their own mappers in US releases?
I'm actually not certain about the reasoning behind why the American ones often didn't contain the same mappers. I know there were a lot of third-party mappers in the US games as well. So I don't know if it was specifically Nintendo being against it or if it was Konami trying to save money on the American releases. But there were a number of Konami games that used their special mappers that we either never got the game or we got the downgraded version of the game. But yeah, I'm actually not certain of the context.
Yeah,
Oh, no bombs.
Yeah, no bombs. Bro says Nintendo was strict on cartridge manufacturing outside Japan. Only a few companies in Japan were able to manufacture their own cartridges due to early licensing agreements allowing them.
Very cool. Yeah, so quick shout out to Bro in the chat there. So he actually shows up in the book. He is part of the FamiWiki project, which so the online wiki documenting the Famicom library, again, much like I was doing with as a from a Western perspective. And so we've got a interview with their group, just kind of talking about the preservation work that they do and what kind of cool things that they found in the Famicom library.
Okay, I've definitely screwed myself over again. Gotta figure out what to do with those boulders. Let's see. Oh, maybe I can just leave them there. Can that work?
Ooh, but how do you get the guy up there?
Yeah, I don't. Let's see.
Oh, so close.
But wait. Oh, wait. Well, yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I can do it.
So close.
I can. Oh, wait.
But
no, I can't. Now I can't go down.
Yeah. Oh.
Dang it. I felt so good
you might be
that.
on the right call there. Maybe you had to clear that stuff out before you drop the blocks down or drop the rocks down there.
Yeah. All right. Well, there's not a lot of tries left, so we're going to see.
You only need one if it's the right one.
Yep. I'm really curious, like, what kind of password it's potentially going to give me. Oh, wait, I was stupid and kind of over-cleared that. Oh, yeah, that's right. You get stunned.
This one's going to be exciting.
Yeah, I think I might be screwed. Oh, wait, maybe not, actually. If I can... Oh, nope.
Oh.
Yeah, that's going to screw me. Yeah, that ain't going to work. Okay, oh, wait, but that was it. Okay.
Womp womp.
Okay, so password. Okay. Oh, and it just hard locks there. Which I always appreciate. There's nothing like the game being like, okay, nothing past the screen. You know, that's it. That's it. It's over. Gotta turn it off. All right. What do we do next?
Cool. I think it's time we pull out the big guns here. What do you think?
Let's go for it. What you get? What you got? Hit me with it.
All right. TetraStar the Fighter.
TetraStar.
TetraStar the Fighter. So I do need to start this by warning anybody who is in chat. This one might not be one to stare at if you have photosensitive epilepsy or any sort of photosensitivity issues. This game has some flashing. It is also probably the most technologically advanced thing on the entire console.
Wow.
So
I'm surprised.
This is a cool one, but just have to warn people up.
I'm surprised I've not heard of it. Whoa, that floor looks incredible. Whoa. Wow, okay. I can't believe how smooth that ground is moving. Like this feels,
just you wait.
I mean that feels like mode 7, you know. I feel like I'm like zooming over the world map in Final Fantasy 6 there, you know? Whatever the heck is going on here, this is just the demo here. Like, it looks like it's going through like a warp zone that's also the James Bond gun barrel.
Someone is asking in chat, is this real hardware? Yes, this was a game, came out in 1992 on the Famicom. It's incredible, and it's so unfortunate that we never saw this one in the West.
This kind of makes me think of Cosmic Epsilon a little bit.
It is actually the same developer.
I'm not surprised. Whoa, it's got the rain!
They did Sky Destroyer, then Cosmic Epsilon, and then TetraStar. And you can tell just sort of like they kept building on this same technology.
Yeah. Wait, what was
this
the other
game
one?
Is Sky Destroyer.
Okay, I don't know that one. Is it pretty interesting too?
I mean, it's a lot more basic than either Cosmic Epsilon or TetraStar.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it was impressive for its time, but it definitely doesn't hold up compared to this game.
Yeah, I mean,
but yeah.
Cosmic Epsilon is so cool, but it's so hard. Like, I can't get past the second level without cheats in it.
This one's not as hard as Cosmic Epsilon, but it definitely has its tough spots. The most impressive thing in TetraStar is that every single level kind of demonstrates a different type of 3D tech trick on here. Some of the bosses are like full-on like 3D line scrolling tricks, and yeah, it's somebody mentioned down here that it's almost Super Nintendo level. And yes, other than the color depth, some of the tricks in this game they feel Mode 7. They feel 16-bit.
So this has to be expensive, right?
This one, it's funny, it wasn't that expensive about 10 years ago, but people have started to catch on this game. And now I think it's going up. I think we're at somewhere between 100 and 200, depending on how lucky you are right now.
Wow. Wow, this is freaking cool. I don't understand anything about what's in the HUD. Like, there's this big, like, empty space in it. Like, what's that for?
Oh, it's actually a text box. There will sometimes be dialogue and stuff down there. It also, I'm sure, helps them with drawing to not have to do full screen of all of this stuff.
True.
So, there's a thing that hasn't happened yet, which means you're doing impressively well.
Really?
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, there was like some sort of connection with Cosmic Epsilon, and I forget if it was Mizuguchi or the like produce. It was either Mizuguchi or the Parappa the Rapper producer who had a connection with like the developers, and that's why the first level in Cosmic Epsilon has like a cover of that one like tune from Parachute Limit. Is like, yeah, there's like, it's like actually like a 8-bit cover of a Japanese pop song called Parachute Limit. You should look it up because it's super catchy. And it's the first level theme in Cosmic Epsilon.
That's cool. Yeah, just worth noting, you did incredibly well in that first level. If you let the enemies make it back into the background without shooting them down, they will blow up buildings in the city skyline. So you saved the entire city from attack.
Really?
That is actually reflected in later cutscenes in the game. How much of the city got destroyed. A lot of the different things that you do in this game get affected, or they do affect the cutscenes. There are actually multiple endings based on how well you do.
Wow.
So.
Yeah, this is freaking cool.
And there is an English translation patch for this one too, so you can make heads or tails of the story, which has its moments for sure.
Yeah, like surprisingly lengthy between levels, the cutscenes. Wow, this music. Not what I was expecting. This is a game where you would
public domain tunes.
You know what? As much budget as they spend on the graphics, right? Oh, I like how the moon, like, scrolls left and right as I move left and right. Just a great extra sense of depth. Do you know what these developers went on to do for like Super Famicom or PlayStation or anything?
I don't think they actually lasted all that much longer. There's a company called Home Data. I'm actually looking them up now. But yeah, honestly, I don't believe, I believe I looked them up a while back and it really wasn't as impressive as I had hoped.
Interesting.
But let's see.
I am somehow, I feel like as much as I like Mode 7, I feel like something kind of became lost with Mode 7 because it was so easy to do on the Super Nintendo that it's just like, okay, this is the de facto way to do 3D on the Super Nintendo, or, quote unquote 3D, right? And
it had
it just, you had to really work for it to like pull off this kind of stuff. And I feel like because of how accessible Mode 7 was, you didn't get as much creativity on Super Nintendo with like navigating a 3D space. Like people coming up with and figuring out like, okay, how do we come up with a way for people to do this in a way that's like kind of new and fresh. And I feel like you didn't really get that again until, the early like proper polygon era. I mean, yeah, you've got stuff like Star Fox and whatnot, but I love these more exploratory eras of gaming. Like that's what's
it also
what's really what I'm really drawn to, I think.
Yeah, the Mode 7 also had a very specific look. And so, like, once it became really easy to do that Mode 7, it also, like, I feel like things started to look way more similar because everything was making Mode 7 look in a very specific way, right? Whereas with a lot of this stuff, there was the combinations of parallax and line scrolling and, various graphical tricks that allowed them to make each level look kind of different.
Some developers would, kind of do different things with it, like like Terranigma, you've got that like weird curvature thing going on and stuff. Oh man. But the future refused to change.
So I'm looking up Home Data. They became Magical Company Limited, apparently.
Magical Company.
And we're mostly at that point doing, it looks like, a lot of mahjong sports. They did Yoshi's Cookie and Fatal Fury 2. But most of their stuff on here feels like it's like more mahjong and sports and stuff like that. It looks like Tetris Star was really their big finale in the action game arena.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, this is
not safe for
cool.
work visual novels for the PC 98.
So, well, what do we move on to from here?
All right, let's see. Where's a good place to move to? I think it would be fun. Let's do a palate cleanser here. What do you think of wrestling games?
I don't know a lot about wrestling, but I'm willing to try.
Great. So the reason I call this a palate cleanser is it's probably not one you're going to play for a huge amount of time, but there's an interesting surprise that makes it worth trying.
Okay.
And that's Tokon Club.
Tokon Club. Okay. Is there potentially something more like on the front end of that?
Oh, TOU.
Oh, TOU.
So you look for the U.
Tokon Club. There we go.
There we are.
All right. Very plain title screen.
So this is kind of like a caricatured, over-the-top wrestling game. You could probably just pick that first option there. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So these are all caricatures of real wrestlers. I don't know enough about wrestling to know exactly who they're.
Yeah. I mean, are they Japanese wrestlers?
I think there's a little of both, but again,
I like this big round guy.
I think Tokon Club, apparently. Okay.
Okay, so you know what? Now that I see that, I have seen this. I've seen this before. I have seen. I didn't recognize it until I saw the. Until I saw the ring spin, but that's pretty nifty. Oh, look at them do that.
So yeah, just I mean, it's a pretty straightforward wrestling game. I think it's a fairly fun 8-bit wrestler, but that 3D effect blew my freaking mind the first time I saw it because it's so unique for 8-bit. Like,
yeah, it's like this like dynamic camera. Oh, I Wario'd his butt. Oh, that was a pretty good rotation effect. Like, there's a lot of different sprite poses and angles for everyone here. Yeah, this is impressive for sure. That's true. Wrestling games would help my third party, my 64 third party N64 games worth playing. Maybe that should be a book instead of a video. I swear it can be done. It can be done without rare games. It can be done without wrestling games. Watch me. You just watch me.
Just fell on him face first.
His health looks like it's all the way down. Why am I not beating him? Do I have to like lay on him? Oh, there we go. Wait.
I think their health might have to be completely out to fully pin them.
Well, I think it was, but yeah, I probably need to like hold him. I don't know how to get back in. I'm just like poking him in the eye. Ow. All right, all right. Oh, come on. Come on.
You got this. Oh, so close. Uh-oh.
This does seem like it would be pretty fun if you knew what you were doing. It seems like each match you can like there's like a potentially like a little bit of leveling up or something, that because it just seems like we're going endlessly fight until one of us beats the other, but I'm not really powering up. But okay, well that's quite interesting.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't help you there. I don't know off the top of my head the exact rules for how the pinning works in there, but yeah, it's as far as wrestling games goes, I think it stands out
that's neat.
amongst the 8-bit library, especially considering the 8-bit library of wrestling games generally isn't very good. But
yeah, N64 tends to be the most lauded in the in that realm. All right, what are we doing?
I think we should keep on games that you have not played before, because that is
you keep surprising me.
You keep surprising me. Responses. Yeah. All right. I will assume that you have not played Heisei Tensei Bakabon.
No. Not familiar with that.
So HEI, and I think you'll probably find it from there.
Heisei
there we are.
Tensei Bakabon. Okay. All right, we got some.
This one's pretty unique.
Okay. All right. Well, this appears. Okay. Oh. Is this like the guy who is least qualified to be in a platformer ever? How? Oh, there we go. Okay, is this Baby Steps but a 2D platformer?
I would say it's more Old Man Prince of Persia.
Do I need to pull out the umbrella wand already? No. How do I get enough? I guess I gotta maybe go back a ways.
I know you broke a few bones, it looks like.
Is this like based on anything? Okay.
Yeah, so apparently it's a Tensei Bakabon, I think, is a like a popular manga, maybe anime, that kind of updated itself when Japan switched over to the Heisei era, to the Heisei Tensei Bakabon, which is based on. I don't know much else about like what it is or why you're a Prince of Persia old man, but So what's interesting about this game is it is, like I said, like a Prince of Persia style technical platformer. He has a massive move set. Once you learn this move set, the game is actually like this really interesting technical platform. Yeah, there you go. Run and jump.
You hold the B button to run. How about that? I thought all the B button did was pull my umbrella out. We're gonna do some
sword fight.
Some sword fighting. I feel like I'm a regular Guybrush Threepwood here.
So there's as you kind of learn the move set, you can use that umbrella as like a spring to launch yourself up into the air. There's all sorts of ridiculous moves that you can figure out how to do. And so in Beyond the NES, one of the pages just effectively outlines his entire move set and how to pull it off, so you could figure this crazy game out.
Yeah, because I always like to think that, fewer buttons actually leads to better game design, because like it's crazy what you can do with 2 buttons. You can do so much with just 2 buttons, or 2 main buttons, but there's more. But I kind of feel like it's also a good like streamlining tool, essentially, right? Because it feels like games just have functions on all buttons because they're there, these days. Oh, that on button looks like a fart. Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh crap! Is that okay? I screwed up pulling that out. Oh wait, we're fine. I can jump up there.
Woo! Oh, you got it.
Okay, do I want to run for it? Let's try. Oh, that looked like it hurt, but it's fine. Can I climb? Is that a pole? Can I walk? Oh my gosh. Wow. Old man's got moves. Wow, this is wild. Man, he's got so many frames of animation. It's so cool how he's interacting with this slope. Oh, hey, look at him run down too.
Yeah, it's a lot of people talk about Moon Crystal as being probably the most impressive animation on the Famicom. And I'd almost want to agree with that. The amount of expressiveness in this, it might not be as smooth as Moon Crystal, but boy, this game has so much character.
Oh man, put me all the way back here. Oh man. Man, the way he flattens when you run into that's amazing. Like, there's almost like a Wario-esque sort of sense of humor to kind of his moveset. Wow, this is crazy. This is indeed crazy. But since it sent me back this far, I should probably move on. But this is wild. Yeah, what was the name of this again?
Heisei Tensei Bakabone.
Yeah, Mr. D says, how do I get the feeling Try's going to want to buy every game he has played this whole stream? I mean, I don't think, like, other than the wrestling game, which is, like, good, but, like, just, like, not my thing necessarily. Like, yeah, like, I'm relatively sold on most everything I've tried. All right. What are we going for next?
Well, let's see. Let me see how far I can stretch that wanting to get every game on this list.
Okay.
Let's go with Motomo Abunai Deka.
Okay. Don't think I know it.
So this one, it is definitely better played multiplayer, but there's an amount of ridiculousness in this that is worth taking a look at.
Oh.
So this is based on a detective TV show in Japan.
Okay.
I believe it became a movie, but I'm not certain of that. And yeah, we'll go from there.
Okay. Kind of feel like we've got like prototype Rolling Thunder here.
So this is, like I said, it's best played simultaneous multiplayer, but it is Rolling Thunder, but cannot stop throwing enemies at you as fast as it possibly can.
Yeah, it's like Russian attack but guns. And apparently this guy just can't hurt me. Well, I'm ducked. So all I'm curious about is, does the Japanese show actually just have these cops just riding around shooting everyone? Man,
I have only seen the introduction to this show, and it looks very much like a Miami Vice kind of thing, but in Japan.
Like, as janky as this is, like, so far it's really easy.
Yep.
Oh, are these guys coming at me with
I didn't
knives?
say everything.
Are those guys trying to punch me? What are these guys trying to do? Do I have like?
I didn't say everything was going to be a gem, but
that's interesting.
I find it interesting because like it's just dumb fun.
Yeah.
Like this is the epitome of dumb 8-bit fun, especially when you have two players in there because it's 2 players simultaneous, and it's just dumb 8-bit fun.
Yeah,
Sometimes that's what you need.
Oh, Roxy Flare in the chat saying there's a fan hack that turns this into a Miami Vice game.
Oh, nice. Was not aware of that. That's awesome. Now you're getting the Sunset Riders guys in the windows.
Yeah. It's too bad there's not any different music on this level because this music is not good.
I don't know who developed this, but they sure know how to flicker.
Well, I'll go on record saying this is neither technically nor artistically the best Famicom game I've ever played.
Nah.
And yet I can't say it is terrible.
No.
I don't know if I would call it good, but like you say, it's dumb fun. Like it's not frustrating. It's not good, but I'm like not annoyed. Other than maybe by the music. You know, this feels like a game that would not have leftward scrolling, and yet you can.
No, it's Rolling Thunder. It's ADHD Rolling Thunder.
Like you don't got time to be like careful and calculating.
Mm-hmm.
So you were saying this is more interesting if you're playing 2-player or something?
Yeah, just so it was not common to get 2-player side-scrolling simultaneous at this time.
Right.
Like, I mean, we had I think Chip and Dale we had for 2-player side-scrolling. And there's another really impressive one on the list we might get to that was 2-player side-scrolling. But like, and then of course we had Contra, which was fantastic. But yeah, it was the idea that a game that they obviously just kind of janked out as fast as they could.
Yeah.
Had like I said, it's
barely running down.
Not
like,
a bad
man,
game to play in multiplayer.
It's got some slowdown for sure.
Can't hold up. It cannot hold up to all of the bullets
all
that
this
is
stuff,
decided to
but
put
like
on screen.
the select button never really changes my weapon or anything. Like seemingly,
I think you pause the game and change your weapon.
Oh,
if I remember right.
Well, maybe I don't have anything else right now.
There's some way to do it.
But not, not that it's hard with just my standard gun for the most part. Not yet, anyway. So, you said your Kickstarter, like, sort of past the point where you're going to be able to safely be able to make additional books to sell, like, at conventions or generally sell later. So do you think you're only going to be selling the extra ones at conventions, or are you going to be selling them online for people who missed the Kickstarter, or?
So I do have the Kickstarter set up for late pledging for just the books and the just the books. And
late pledging meaning after it's over.
After the campaign is over, I will still have the late pledging store. However, it does get more expensive after the campaign is over. The campaign has a discount applied to all of the books for that initial
because unfortunately, just because of the timing of everything, and like the DF Retro Super Show that released today, was a interview, and we so Coury and I weren't on, so I'm not going to have a chance to, I don't think, plug it before it ends, unless it is when does it end?
September 8th, I believe.
Okay, well then I guess probably the 6th. Hopefully, we don't have a plan for what that show will be, but hopefully we can mention that in the news section for that week, because I would definitely
appreciate that.
Love to spread awareness. Well, I would keep playing this as mindless dumb fun as it is, but that music never changing. I think we gotta move on from this music.
All right. Well, let's see. How many more you think you want to do tonight?
I mean, we usually stop a little at 11 or so, okay. we can try several more.
All right, cool. Let's see. I think a good one to jump into here. How are you at racing?
I mean, there's so many different kinds of racing games. Good at some, not good at others.
Do you like Excite Bike?
I like it pretty decently well, yeah. All
right. Take a look at Motocross Champion.
It's literally one above. Here we go.
There you go. Easy.
Sound effects so far are very much Excite Bike.
So this is totally Konami doing their version of Excite Bike. It's interesting.
Is there a version of this on Game Boy, or is it a different
certain.
game? Whoa. Okay. Okay. It's a little different than Excitebike. Whoa. Okay. Oh, you just have like tank controls. Okay.
It is Excitebike, except it's free-roaming Excitebike, all four-directional scrolling Excitebike.
Excitebike with tank controls. Something I never thought I'd say. Yeah, I know that Konami has like a motocross game on Game Boy, but I don't know if it's the same game or not.
Bro tells us there's a Game Boy game called Motocross Maniacs, where it's a completely different game, though.
I see. Yeah, I think I have that via one of the European Konami Game Boy collections, but I don't remember if I tried it. So I don't remember.
Chat is asking, what game is this? This is Motocross Champion.
Yeah, it's really crazy how like this is Excitebike, except you can go in a direction. The controls seem really squirrely at first, but
But get used to them for sure.
It's not too hard to get used to. It feels like you're like way too fast at first, but it's not too bad. It feels in a lot of ways jankier than Excitebike, but also more forgiving.
Mm-hmm.
Though I'm only in the first level.
Tracks.
So.
Yeah, there are a ton of tracks, and they get nuts. Like the you get up to track 20 or something like that, and it's pretty squirrely.
do they do hills on the vertical sections? Because I can't quite envision how that would work.
You'd have to try one of the harder tracks and check that. I'm not 100% certain.
How many laps does it want me to do? Or am I just going for like my best time or something? It's just endless.
Looks like you're on lap 10 right now.
Yeah. Out of
out of more than 10.
That seems to be the case, indeed. Well, can I back out and try another? So the B button, at least in this mode, doesn't seem to do anything.
Yeah, I wonder if the mode that you're in is like
some endless thing.
Like a
time
practice
trial
mode
or practice, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe I should reset. Let's see. I'll try the second one. Oh, this seems serious. We're making a campaign here. I'm just randomly spamming letters here.
Okay, so it says 5 laps on this one.
Okay, we've got competitors now.
There we go.
What? Whoa! What did I do wrong?
Good start. Good start.
It looks like if you crash, like the flag guy just like comes there to shame you and just wave a flag in your face.
Got slapped by the flag guy. Yep. There.
He's just like, wow, you're such a bad racer. Everyone, look at this bad racer over here.
Okay, so chat has confirmed that the first selection is practice mode.
Ah.
But I know the practice mode does let you look at later tracks as well. I'm not sure if
Well,
the
maybe
third option also lets you select your tracks, but...
Whew! I think I may have just barely gotten first. Yeah. Wait, which one?
Nice.
No, I was second. My long string of hiragana.
I was going to make you do... You're on the same track again.
Yeah. Okay, well, I didn't crash right out of the gate, so maybe I can win. This might be one of those, Oh,
no! You get attacked by the flag guy.
Yeah, he's just like, look at this loser!
Just jumps out into the track.
Oh, I don't think I'm going to win this.
No.
No, I don't think I'm going to win this. Well, I'm curious to see some of the layer tracks, so I'll reset and take a look at the practice mode. I assume. Oh wait, that was course 1, course 2. Too bad you could seem to only be able to reset. Oh, here we go. Okay, well, all right, let's do. Oh gosh, course 8. That looks crazy. Let's try it.
Get nuts. It does look like it's all jumps on the horizontal.
Yeah.
Not on the vertical.
Oh, but it's got diagonal roads too. At the speed this moves, that. Well, it's nice that it actually lets you practice all the courses, or at least I don't know if it's all the courses, but I feel like I'm in one of the bush mazes in Zelda 1 here. Like I'm surrounded by like Zelda 1 bushes. Oh yeah, like you definitely seems like you have to manage your speed carefully around these turns here.
Chat is suggesting strategy is to aim for the pink bushes. I think
okay.
Might be.
I wasn't considering
Might
that.
not be right about that though.
They might be made out of rubber, so you know that would definitely potentially help keep me on track. But yeah, I can see how this would get quite tough, especially against competitors. All right, well, what next?
All right, let's see. Let's go down the list here. We had a request in chat for Kusoge. You want to play something really bad?
Sure. Is it Monkey no Daiboken?
No.
Good. Or whatever it's called.
Depending on your tastes, it might be worse. Let's go to Kamen Rider Club.
Kamen Rider Club. There's the Kamen no Ninja. Okay, there's Kamen Rider SD, but Kamen Rider Club. Okay.
Kamen Rider Club. This is what's very entertaining in all the wrong ways.
Okay. I mean, I'm entertained by this title screen. I'm not yet wanting for entertainment. Okay, let's see. I assume it's like 1 player, 2 player, and then
I think you just say
versus? Or I don't know. So am I getting stunned by punching the ground? So I can only punch down? Whoa. So my head got flattened from hitting the ceiling. Okay. Whoa, look at that spinning thing there.
Like, it's hard to tell for people watching just how painful attempting to jump onto a block is.
Oh wait, I was grabbing it.
Your air steer is dependent on whether or not you're moving when you jump.
Okay, I can mash the button and get up. Okay. Oh wow, my punch is working on something. Oh, there's a bomb. But, oh, it does nothing useful. Oh, great. Like, if you hit your head under a block, like, you're just, like, screwed for a while. Okay, I want these, I want the inbox.
Good luck.
I want the inbox. Here we go. You can, like, stop your trajectory, but I guess the inbox is not for me. You can stop your jump trajectory by hitting the punch button in midair. Pro tip.
Oh wow, Everdrive is doing fun stuff with the battle scene.
Oh, because I was going to say, yeah, this is nonsense.
Yeah, so it's if Everdrive wasn't blowing it up, yeah, so some of the battles are RPG turn-based battles, but they're sort of sumo bump combat.
I can't tell if, like, my button inputs are doing anything here.
Oh, bro has confirmed in chat that this was planned for a US release as Mask Rider, but never came out.
Wow. Well, considering the EverDrive is messing this up, I'm not using my N8 Pro because I'm extremely lazy when it comes to flash carts, and all my flash carts are hand-me-downs from Coury, and I've never gotten around to actually setting up the N8 Pro properly with, like, all the games. Oh, I got one. But yeah, I'm just on, like, the regular N8. Because I'm just so unmotivated by flash carts. But, yeah, that's probably enough of this one.
Yep, probably enough. All right, let's move from something really bad to something really good.
Okay, I'm here for it.
All right, I think it's time for Cocoron.
All right, you know what? Let's do the real cart for that.
So context, as he's putting this in for anybody in chat, the Cocoron is a game designed by Akira Kitamura, same guy who created Mega Man, Little Samson. This was one that almost got a US release, but didn't. Almost got a PC Engine release as well. But yeah, this is a very interesting one.
Yeah. So I've not played far into it, but kind of the conceit of this game. And boy, Japan sure loves, like, tapirs and, like, connecting them to dreams. I don't know the cultural reason for this. or I don't know how you say it, tapir. I don't know. I do not know how you say that animal's name, to be honest. So,
but I think in Japanese mythology they consume dreams, like they eat dreams.
So.
All right, so
you make your own character in this.
Yep. So every time you beat a boss, you unlock another slot to make a new character. Each one of your you've got hit points for your head. You've got different weapons that they can do. You've got different body types, which will change the way that they move. You can add like tank treads or make them a boat so they float in water. Give them a jetpack so they fly. Yeah, you could just be whatever kind of character that you want. So it's effectively Mega Man with fully customizable characters.
I'm going to check my backlog right now, because I'm like, I was saying I don't think I played much of this, but now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, wait, did I beat it?
Earlier in chat, somebody said you beat it like 7 years ago on stream.
I did beat this.
Yeah.
I did beat this. Okay, I'm
so
gonna try this.
This one, the most Japanese that you need to worry about in this game are, of course, the names of all of the different parts that you can have. Right. So I do have a translation guide inside Beyond the NES that you could use in order to know what it is that you're actually building out of each of these characters.
Let's do Flame Guy on a cloud. And I don't know what.
And then these are weapons.
Oh.
So top one is Parasol. We've got Boomerang. We've got Shuriken. Ball. Pencil.
I was parsing that as like pants or something.
I think the next one says crystal.
Okay.
Struggling with that one.
What? Meadow D?
Oh, I think that's actually a musical weapon, the last one.
A musical weapon? Well, let's try it.
There. All right, cool. I'm sitting here trying to figure it out. Why don't I just open to my page in the book so the next time we have it,
there you go.
I can look it up and cheat. Let's see.
Oh, okay, I can...
Oh yeah, you can try them out so you learn their controls.
All right, let's go with it. Oh yeah, level select. Yeah, once I turned this on, I'm like, wait, I think I beat this.
Yep. The one we were having trouble reading was flower.
Okay. Because once I saw the ninja face, I was like, wait, that feels familiar.
Yeah, so this game's really interesting the way they've structured it. It's not open world, but when you decide to go to a new place, it like dynamically maps out a level that passes through all of the other levels you need to in order to get where you're trying to go.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
So it's like, it almost feels open world.
That's really cool. I think I've definitely probably chosen a more difficult weapon, potentially. Although, if it was, potentially if this was against a boss, that it could have, pretty good range for a large boss.
The Milk Ocean. Again, dreams are the theme.
Yeah.
So there's some very surreal scenery throughout the game.
I guess whatever that leaves behind is harmful. But see, I don't have the ability to change characters yet because you get slots for beating levels, right?
Yes. You get slots for beating levels, and then the weapons, you can collect upgrades to the weapons, and for every couple of upgrades you get, the weapon gets bigger. They'll often get multiple shots and all of that. So, like, throughout the course of the game, your weapons can get pretty crazy powerful.
I really like these totem poles, like just the coloring on them. Like, it looks very iridescent with that, like, purple and green mixed together. Yeah, this was not a strong starting character.
But that's kind of the fun with Cocoron, is there's so many different types of characters that, like, the first couple times that you play it, you just experiment, see which kinds you like.
I mean,
and then once you understand the characters,
you could really, like, challenge yourself, like, to beat the game with some bad combinations potentially.
Yep. Tank, tread, and pencil, right?
I mean, I'm going to. I guess I don't know if that. I'm going to reset because I feel like I rolled a bad character.
All right, so when you're looking at the heads, the first number is the weight of the head, which will affect how high they jump. The heavier, the higher, or the lower they jump. And then the second number is their HP, so it affects their hit points. So it looks like that's actually the case with all of them. They each have a weight and a hit points.
Okay.
And then they just have their ability from there. So let's see, yeah.
Let's try the alien head.
Cool. All right. So these ones, first one is the armor. Second is wing. Third is jet. Fourth is cyborg. Fifth is boat. Sixth is buggy. Seventh is tank. And the last one just says question mark.
I'll do this alien with a jetpack.
And then we got parasol, boomerang, shuriken, ball, pencil, crystal, flowers, and melody. Jetpack alien with a shuriken. That's pretty awesome.
Here we go. Oh yeah. That should help. This feels like it's gonna be a lot easier than that other one. Yeah. Let's roll with it. Oh yeah, and I guess because of the way the map is laid out, it starts us moving to the left on this level.
Yep. And then when you come back through, it's going to send you back through the same area, but moving the other direction.
Do you know if certain parts of the game could just not be doable with certain character types?
It's every area can be, as far as I know, beaten with every character type, but not every path can be taken by every character type. So, for example, there are sections where you can take a different path if you use a boat character because they can float on water versus using a character that sinks underneath. And there are actually some items hidden underwater. So if you use a boat, you can't get those items. So, like, your navigation type matters, but I think main path can be done with every character type. And as the chat has brought this up, but there is an English translation of this one available as well.
Yeah.
So
it's not super neat. You can definitely stumble through it.
yeah, it's mostly it's understanding the items, and then there is a storyline. It does have kind of an interesting little plot bit near the end of the game that is worth being able to read the story if you care about it.
Who did you say was involved in this? I forget.
Akira Kitamura is a company that he started after leaving Capcom. He's the creator of Mega Man and Little Samson.
Ah, that's right. That's right. So, do I power up my shuriken every several I pick up or something?
Yep. So I think by end game, I think the shuriken in particular is crazy powerful at end game because you throw multiple shurikens in every direction. So yeah, it becomes super strong.
Yeah, I made a real bad character at first, but this character is totally good. I mean, a character that could jump higher without needing to jump off the trains would probably be better, but also there's probably parts where the jetpack is going to be real helpful. And it's helpful here, too. Oh, this is neat. Yeah, I can't believe I forgot I beat this. I remember trying it out, but then... Oh, yeah, and I remember this moon now, too. Oh, man. This feels super Mega Man to me right now. The music and the way the background, they do the background, like, just feels so Mega Man. All right, we're making another. So, on this first screen, you said the first number is...
It's weight, and then the hit points.
I see.
So it's the head is other than weight and hit points, the head really just affects what you want your character to look like. The other two add abilities, whether it be weapon or navigation abilities. But this is just what you want to look like, and the weight and hit points affects your stats.
And then it was defense and attack on the second screen.
So no, it's still weight and hit points, but then these ones have additional abilities like the buggy, tank, boat, jet. Like they'd have different ways of navigating.
Is this a hovercraft?
That one is the boat.
Looks like that one, yeah.
Yeah, that's the boat. Skeleton boat. There you go.
Let's try the pencil.
Yeah, I love the soundtrack in this game too. The music is really fun.
I look how angry the skull looks when I attack. So wait, why? Okay, the stars are like my ultimate destination. So
yeah.
Okay, well let's go the. Oh yeah, okay, so I kind of gotta get out of here now. Feels like an escape sequence from the previous level.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a really, really unusual way to do. Like it's not exactly an open world, but like it kind of also is.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you could cynically look at it as like padding the game, but also like,
oh yeah,
they were doing something interesting and unique. Okay, that getting out of that level actually seems pretty difficult for him, but I'm going to try it again. Maybe I should just rush it. Trying to get these eggs seems to be problematic right now.
You seem to be doing better, just running.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh.
The pencil is interesting, but its starting hit range is not good.
Yeah.
Like, it's just very small.
Mm-hmm.
See, I think I was unable to get to some of these places with the other character.
I think you chose lighter weight parts this time around.
Yeah, that was intentional. Still can't get up there.
Oh.
Now, if I die after I like clear out of this area, will I continue?
I think if I remember right, I think you have to do the entire run.
Do you have to do the whole run? Okay.
I believe so, but it's been a few years since I've beaten this game, so I could be wrong about that.
Yeah, well, obviously I didn't remember as much as I would have thought I would have either. Like the fact that I beat it. Well, that's a big egg.
Oh, the big eggs might actually be checkpoints.
Ah.
That is I am having a vague memory of that. The people who just joined, this is Cocoron for the Nintendo Famicom.
Yeah, you might need to spell
it. Cocoron. It is made by a company founded by Akira Kitamura, as the creator of Mega Man. But it is a platform shooter where you can create your own characters.
Yep. And you can play as so many different kinds of characters. Man, like, this would be a great game to kind of bring back, with, especially, once you get into the era of, saves and stuff. I mean, of course, you could do a little of that, but like unlockables, unlockables wasn't so much a thing in this time. And I feel like you could just go crazy with unlockables in a game like this today.
Yep.
The downside to being able to ride on top of the milk is that I can't go after the items that drop under the milk. Arr, ye scurvy dog. Oh yeah, I just noticed that my pencils are fatter now. Uh-oh. Is it gonna let me continue on the boss? Yeah.
Oh, good. And I think you keep your weapon upgrades also. I guess we'll see in a second.
Yeah. Yeah, my pencils
Yep.
are still
Great.
fat. Ah. This boss is definitely a little trickier than the moon. Do you know if the bosses or any of the other difficulty like scales like the further into the game you are?
I don't believe so, but like, I guess it's possible, but I don't believe so.
But it's pretty crazy,
Nice.
like how dynamic this game is with like the pathways, and it's kind of nuts. Very advanced concept for Famicom, and you know, and that's what I think a lot of people who think that the NES and Famicom is like too old for them. You know, I think a lot of people don't consider that the NES had like 4 good years of game releases in the 90s. Well, 5, really, if you count 1990. And like, I feel like 1990 onwards, like, there's so many like really high-end, ambitious, and polished NES games that are, you know, these are being developed concurrently with Super Nintendo and Genesis and Game Boy games, like, and just because they're on the NES or Famicom doesn't make them like, you know, it's not, they're nothing like black box NES games, you know?
Mm-hmm. Oh, gaming in 1983 and gaming in 1993 were such different beasts.
Yeah.
And right, the Famicom came out in 83, but the games they were creating in 93, they felt multiple generations ahead of what they were making back in 83. We went from Donkey Kong to Kirby's Adventure in a single console generation.
I think this body is what's meant to go with this head. Let's try something like normal. Although I don't know what his weapon would be. What about the parasol?
Oh no! So that actually is that is the jet body. That is Astro Boy.
Oh. Well, whatever. I guess I made something weird unintentional.
Now you're Cyclops Astro Boy, so that's cool.
Well, the parasol is not quite what I expected. They're tiny. Think of more of a Kirby parasol. Where's Kirby's parasol on my shirt? Way at the bottom. Where was it? There it is. Parasol Kirby. All right, let's try this dude. Juko says, I want a book devoted to unlockables. That's a great idea, actually. I love that idea. Because there's like, I think a lot of that kind of risks getting lost, actually. You know? Like, you know, it's like scary to me to think about how much knowledge about games may only really exist in printed form on Game Facts, you know?
Mr. Dots points out that Joe references his book, Try references his shirt, and I just want to point out that I can also reference my family computer shirt, so, you know.
Oh, I just realized I've got hover. I guess this is the same category as probably the same category as the other hover I got. So I guess the different looks within a category are just aesthetic.
Yes.
Oh, I can shoot okay, I was able to shoot the big egg now.
Yeah, it is actually. I mean, and that was kind of impressive and advanced in its own way. Is that they didn't just care about choosing abilities for ability's sake, but they gave every ability multiple skins so that you could really care about what your character looked like,
Right,
as well as what they did, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that. You know, the idea of like character skins, like, I mean, sure, that was here and there, but like, it feels more kind of like a early 3D era concept to me. You know, I think of like, you know, the different costumes and the different like body parts that you can use in Bomberman 64. You know. Let's try bringing the skull into that same route. I got some sort of jingle there, but I'm not sure what it was for. But yeah, this game definitely, oh dang it, would have very high replayability, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go back to this dude. Oh, I want to beat one more level. And it's also really cool that you have like multiple characters during a run. Like, you know, you're not locked into like just one character that didn't turn out too good, you know? Extremely ambitious game. Like, you know,
pretty sure if I had this game as a kid, I would have tried every single character combination just to see if I could beat it with that character.
What year was this one again? Like 92?
92, I believe.
Yeah.
Here, I think I've got the year here. 91.
Okay. Yeah. And you know, like I feel like I don't know if people have this idea maybe that you know, like, oh, like all the good games and all like the ambitious developers were working on the 16-bit systems at the time. That just wasn't the case, honestly. Like people were just doing crazy ambitious stuff on Famicom and NES, and you know, to, you know, Game Boy and Game Gear and stuff, you know? Like, people would probably think like, oh, it's like the low end, like the B team is working on the Famicom at that point, right? No. Like so much crazy impressive stuff, honestly, is in the 90s era of the Famicom and NES. And
well, it was
I was just gonna say, people who think that, you know, Famicom and NES or 8-bit games in general are just too aged for them, I think they really should try this era of Famicom, because it really, there's so much more to it than that black box era.
Well, it was more expensive to build for 16-bit. And for the first couple years, a smaller install base, right? True. So the developers were taking a huge risk developing for 16-bit, and it was actually a much safer bet to just build their coolest games on 8-bit.
Yeah. Very true. I mean, you know, it's the same situation today, right? Like, who the heck is going to be buying games for $1,000 PS6? No one.
Hmm.
I'm assuming I have to wait for it to be the king's face again. Or maybe I don't shoot it when it's not the king. No, it still attacks me.
Hmm. Yeah, because you don't seem to be doing damage to it when...
There we go.
Aha.
Wait, that didn't...
What? Oh.
Maybe it's like all when you get to the higher... Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Yeah,
there
you
we
do
go.
big damage once you finally get to the highest suite, I guess. Whew. Close.
This is the second person now I've seen ask about, am I sitting outside on my porch? No, I do have the nice wood paneling back here, though, just like try. No.
When I saw someone ask about that earlier on, I was like, I can definitely see it. Like, now that I see that, like, I'm just imagining, just a little light above you, bug zapper off in the corner, Yeah, it does. It totally looks like that.
No, it's actually a shed in my backyard that we had finished for a little office space.
Yeah.
So,
well, I will drop your Kickstarter link in the chat again there.
Well, thank you.
It's been great. This has been fantastic. Thank you for having me experience Famicom games on my birthday. What a delight.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. One of my favorite things to do is discover new Famicom games. I got to do it on my birthday. Love it. So yeah, this is a freaking cool resource. I'm really glad you connected with me, and this is awesome. I wish your book all the success, and look forward to seeing what you're doing next.
I really appreciate it. This has been a lot of fun, and it's been fun watching somebody kind of experience some of these games that, I know you played some of them before, but a lot of them were new to you, and it's just kind of fun to see reactions, see what you liked and what was what was kind of mind-boggling in some places.
That foot game was mind-boggling.
Challenger Airfoot, yes. No, the Famicom is so full of just interesting games. Mm-hmm. Whether they are interesting because they're good or they're interesting because they're weird. It's just that it is such a fun library to just go through and see what all we missed in the West. So fun to watch you do it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So everyone check out the Kickstarter, because it's, like you said, it's only a 3-week Kickstarter. It ends, I think you said, September 8th. So
yeah,
definitely check that out. I'm looking forward to learning a lot more. You taught me a lot tonight, and I've got a lot of pages I can go through here. It's a thick book. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching, and everyone who sent the super chats. This has been good fun, and thanks for coming on the show tonight. But anyway, I'll see y'all next time. Later, y'all.
Thanks, everyone.